What is up, Kingsman? Welcome back to another Napoleonic Total War 3 battle. This one is part of a tournament. Now, I was trying to record them in order, but I realized like the first 10 at least don't have a replay posted with them. It's just the stats. So I just decided, I'll pick and choose some of the ones that look like they were close. Oh, we already have Cavalry charging in here. So this is a Grognard versus Templar match here. We have some Russian Lancer Cossacks chasing down some Lancers of their own, but of course there's some looks like some Guard units from Russia Center actually that we're going to try to defend here. So while this is going on, man, this is a lot of. I'm realizing there's a lot of Cossack cavalry here. So like I was saying before, part of a tournament. Templars playing as France, Grognard's playing as Russia. The players are, and I'm going to try to kind of list them off. On the Templar side, you have 6-point Tyrol France. They're being played by Peach. 9-point France Italy is being played by Lipton. Valentin is playing France 11-point Russia Center, and oh man, I can't read it on my phone. I'm literally reading this off my phone. So Perus 21 is playing the 10-point France. They're going up against Antonio Handsome as an 8-point Constantin Russia. Ketch, which is Duke Torov, 11-pointer. Samur, I can't even read that. If I zoom in, it just gets worse pixel-wise. Bagavu as a 7-pointer, and then Cossack playing as Platov, a 10-pointer. Now already, having more cav, you're getting all distracted trying to read all these stinking things. So we're seeing a lot of cavalry here, hitting dragoons. Yeah, Chevaliers and more cavalry coming in here. It looks like Russia definitely went for a large amount of Cossacks. We do have these dragoons getting charged here. Looks like these are some Bavarian dragoons. Taking on a lot of the Cossack Lancers. Now, these guys may look harmless enough. In mass like they are, guys, it can start getting really bad. They have shock resist. Can make them a little more dangerous. So in numbers like this, they can flank, get charges off here. These guys are active already. They're going to try to run, but they're going to get hit. You can see it's starting to break them. They're shaking already. More cavalry try to get in there. It looks like actually France is going to try to get out of here. It's like a nest. It's like a nest of wasps here, with all of these Cossacks just running around. You see they broke one of the French units finally. I think they lost two Lancers to one of the more expensive French cav units, a Dragoon. It looks like France is advancing everywhere else. We do have some Lancers just constantly scouting. They're falling back. They don't obviously want to get shot. But they're gonna be harassing this French army. This French army is gonna have to be on their toes if they want to defend their general, defend their artillery, and just defend their skirmishers. So they're going to be aggressive with the cav they have, which looks like it's mostly dragoons. Like I said, they do have the guard, the Italian dragoon guard, I do believe this is. And yeah, they have more in the back. Do they have some immortals, or they do, or something? Oh, that's just the general, isn't it? Yeah, Jean-Baptiste. So yeah, they're pushing forward. I do believe that the Russians took all corps, and the French just took the TOW, or theaters of war, which is totally acceptable in the rules. You can do corps versus theaters of war, so long as the whole other side, like the coalition, so long as they all agree to go corps. The French could have gone corps, and they could have gone. That's something I've seen people get confused with the rules of lords. Which, if you're going to post a battle, if you're going to post an advertisement for your battle, then you have to put that, or else you may not be able to do that anymore. You may lose your privileges. That's not because just that's the rules. So just let you guys know if you do not know that, if you're new. All right. So we do have an LOC taken by France Tyrol. They have their line infantry in there. They have another infantry defending it. So they marched all the way down to this 4-pointer and took it. So keep in mind, this is a tournament. So LOC is definitely a legitimate way to win, and so they're going to be very, very cautious when doing that. You can see, look at how spread out this 10-point Österreich is. I mean, they're trying to keep their artillery safe. Oh man, I mean, yeah, these cav could try to rush in here. That'd be very, very unwise. This line of infantry could easily, these Fusiliers, easily can just start volleying them. Now, none of these guys can form square, but of course you can't see that because as you can see when you hold your mouse over the enemy, you don't see any information at all about them, which makes it more challenging in a way. But here we go, we got the line infantry advancing, just a lot of provisional infantry.
Sir, our general is under attack.
What's this? We got some Prussians here? These look like Prussian uniforms with like guard hats. Interesting. But yeah, you see France is just being very cautious with their artillery, with their generals actually way back here. But he has some cavalry, chevaliers of the guard, which look amazing. I like them. They kind of give off a Prussian vibe. Just the blue uniforms are giving me the Prussian vibes here. We have, Fusilier Grenadiers, such good looking guys. Look at that. I believe this is their light infantry. They're pushing up all this light infantry. It's like Hessian Guard, which I have not actually seen before. I'm assuming it is light infantry. This would be a perfect map for screenshotting just because of all the grass and bushes. It sells a screenshot so much better. If you take the right angle for a picture, which if any of you know me, you know I love my screenshots. I do it all the time. Yeah, they definitely have some Bavarians mixed into their line. Oh, stop seizing. All right, do you guys mind? I'm trying to get a cool shot here. All right, it's obviously not gonna work very well here, but they're all lined up here. It looks like they're going in like two armies here. So you have the 9 and 6 pointer sticking together, and 11 and 10 pointer sticking together. So definitely the higher points on this side. We have not seen the Russian player quite at all. 6 point Tyrol has some dragoons off on their own scouting. And this is a big field, and you can see they are not seeing anything, which could mean that Russia has shifted everything to this left side, which actually I see a lot of Russian generals over here, artillery firing as well, and I don't see the other Russian general. Where is he? But yeah, we have Russian artillery here, so you know where the Russian position's probably going to be. They're probably going to hold up around this 4-pointer. I mean, this is a very cool map. I totally forgot the name of the map. I apologize for that. What is this? Oh, this is some customization on the map. This is very cool. We got some British troops held up by this wall. Props to the lords and whoever else designs these maps. That's a very cool, just little detail there. Love it. We get little gold nuggets of cool details on the maps here when it comes to the fence. I do hear some, yeah, there's some more over here too. I like it. Along the whole side. I know I'm missing stuff. Okay, just give me a second. I can almost hear you guys yelling through the video. Isn't that weird? No, I'm just kidding. So we do have Russian Guard troops, and you know how I feel about the Russian Guard. Oh man, I was gonna get a beautiful view of them. We do have some cavalry charging in. They're gonna go and hit these chevaliers in the backs. Get a beautiful charge in. Cause them to waver already and break. So this is what I was saying, guys. You have to watch out for the Russian Cossacks, and they are hovering around this army. It's gonna make this fight against Russia hell because they're gonna have to use units in the back. They have to have units or cavalry on the sides. They can't work effectively, and it's not like the Russian Cossacks are even that deadly, but you can see what they can do against some really good quality chevaliers. If they just get the right charge, catch them off guard, I mean, they could break any unit. Well, probably not any unit, but most units will break just to a rear charge. So that's going to be the roughest part probably of this entire battle is those stinking Cossacks. No, we have some more units here. Can form square. Wow, what a cool looking unit. Very nice. All right, so you can see France is actually just going to sit still here. He has reserves, more line infantry. I definitely like his build, actually. He's got what looks like a very well-balanced... Okay, so we have... Here's the Guard. So Guard may be getting supported by some Cossacks.
Our men are running, sir.
Who's running? Oh, they got sniped by artillery. That is hugely unfortunate. Oh, that's unfortunate. They lost one of their 2 guns, and they may come back, actually. But you see the Russian artillery piece from right here. Looks like a 12 or 10 pounder, maybe. is just pounding away at this French line, which actually, okay, so he brought some Polish troops. Right, these aren't Russians, these are Polish, I do believe. Yep, Polish, and 11-point Russia center. He's pushing up here because it looks like this is where the first contact's gonna be made. Like I said, the Russian guard pushing up here. We do have more Cossacks hovering up. They're actually going to risk getting close. More surrounding this army, so they are fighting. It's like a covered wagon, for those of you who know about the frontier pioneer days. Covered wagons would make a big circle when the Indians would attack, just to defend themselves, and the Indians would ride around just shooting arrows at them. It was not a fun time for either of them, I'm sure. But this artillery is set up here. The 6-pounder really starting to hit, and they're hitting the guard. Guard is a very expensive, but very elite, very good quality. Oh, look at the uniforms. They're so awesome. So awesome. Now, they are going to attack here on this one angle. Now, Russia, they have a beautiful angle with their artillery. And France is going to have to deal with that. And these are Chiliers, so this is good quality infantry they are shooting. The thing is, Russia is going to have constant... Oh, here we go. Another cav charge going in. Can they make it? They're hitting on some chasseurs cheval. Gosh, France is just in a pickle. I mean, they actually may beat the Cossacks out here. But Russia is just... Oh, they have horse artillery up here now, too. So many Cossacks, guys. This is just... I feel for the French player. I feel for the French player. Here we go. So Russia is forming up in a regular line fight. Nothing has happened over here because most likely it's not gonna be. Russia, I suspect, is... Yep, here we got masses here. I guarantee the rest of Russia's marching down this road, and they're just gonna try to defeat in detail the army. But like I said, the guard is him taking some heavy losses here. Oof. They're falling back. That artillery really helping support this side. I wouldn't be surprised if the Cossacks actually focus it down. And that is a combat gen artillery piece too. So that is a general artillery piece. You can see just by the Wilhelm von... It looks like Schnado, like almost shadows, but just in a different language. We have some grenadiers. They're going to form up here in a long line to get a good volley off. The French cav is tied up with these Cossacks, which means if there are any more Russian cavalry, they're gonna have free reign because this French army can't have their cavalry up front because then there's nothing defending the rear of their army. So Russia was, or not Russia, France was starting to advance here. I think they're all realizing they need to shift over here to reinforce their allies who are kind of surrounded here. Like I said, a very painful thing to have to see. One of these sappers will set up some, they may set up something. But it looks like we may have some Cossacks going to charge in here. Maybe. I'm really surprised they're actually charging in here, unless they're going to get a charge and they're not going to concentrate. Oh, they're trying to distract here. So they went for the artillery at the same time, probably while this French player was distracted, saving his artillery. He's going to get charged. The sappers getting hit as well as cavalry. And these sappers took some losses here. Cossacks did break, but that was well coordinated. It just unfortunately didn't work. And yep, once more, this kind of reminds me, if any of you guys are Lord of the Rings fans, you know, in the beginning of the Two Towers, the book, and yes, I do a decent amount of reading at least. Oh, the artillery, horse artillery is just getting free kills off of this cav. This is bad. But in the Two Towers, there was that one part where Merry and Pippin are kidnapped by the Uruk-hai, and the riders of Rohan encircled them finally. And they were stuck in a little trap, and then the horsemen of Rohan were just surrounding them. And anytime they tried breaking out at night, they would charge in or shoot them with arrows. That's what this kind of reminds me of. You know, you have France as the Uruk-hai, just stuck in a circle, and then Cossacks all around, just horsemen all around. Oof. Getting a volley off on these Cossacks. Got a little too close here. We got some grenadiers, looks like Italian grenadiers, possibly. Very fancy uniforms. They look like the old guard, don't they? But we got some stakes now, so at least there's some protection here. Oh, that artillery is such a pain. Looks like Russia is just hovering around the flank here. They are shifting constantly over. They may be trying to go in a circle like this. I would love to see what Russia has. In fact, this replay would be better from the Russian perspective because they can see everything with that scouting. But what a awful thing they have. And here we go. We got some heavies, some Cabernaires. I'm surprised. Yeah, oh my goodness, they have so many heavies and cav here. If that artillery could just hit right here, they would kill so much. Or even aim it right here and right-click right here. Just whoosh. They would hit so many juicy targets. We do have artillery, Imperial Guard artillery firing, trying to kill some cavalry. Russian infantry set up here. The Guard getting really focused down here. This is almost all death. Well, minus that cav. All this is just death from artillery, so this is definitely giving me a battle attrition. The stakes are high, guys, in tournaments. They are not just, okay, well, let's try attacking, and if it fails, oh well, you know, better luck next time. These games are a little more serious, which is why I kind of like them. If anything, I may try to, the next tournament that is put up, I may talk with some people to see if I can get every replay, and I'll try to record them as they happen and keep you all up to date, because like I said, some of these battles will be a washout in a tournament. Some players are better, or it's just like a regular game. Some teams are better than others. But I'm thinking it may be fun to do that. Anyway, we got reinforcements arriving. 6-point Tyrol getting up here. Let's see what kind of units he brought. It's like some grenadiers and some regular line infantry here. Not very many squares, which could be a concern against Cossacks, but then they're also very beefy. The rest of 6-point and 9-point France getting up here. They're going to be forming up. You can see here in the forest. Russia has a lot of artillery set up on the flank here, and they just have so much artillery. Howitzers, actually. And yeah, this, I think what is going to happen here is Russia's just going to try to slam the French position with artillery. Try to basically destroy them, beat them into submission. And that's why France has their artillery set up. They're going to try to reply here. Got some Polish artillery, I do believe. Look at these guys. Look at these dudes. Yeah, that's right. Get some fire here. Receive fire. There's probably going to be way more artillery fire than some of the infantry may even fire. Yeah. Don't know what they're firing at. Man, this battle is taking some time. These howitzers are going to start wreaking havoc. Interestingly enough, and I think this is very intentional, they have a small contingent of French troops with some cavalry, some heavy cavalry. I think it's maybe some Spanish or some Saxon cav, German state cav, holding this crossroads. And the reason why is because this 4-pointer over here is being held. And you see we got Cossacks, that poor artillery. Stuck here. These Cossacks and probably infantry may advance down this road and try taking that flank. Be rough for them. But oh, another artillery piece? Really? They lost all their artillery? Man. Yeah, this is not the battle I pictured it being, to be totally honest here. Oh, these guys gonna get a sneaky charge in here. Yep, they are. They're gonna charge in some Hussars versus Lancers. I don't know if they're gonna get a good oh, I don't know if they even knew they were there, but oh, this is bad. Don't run away at this point. Just commit. Or are they drawing the Lancers into a charge by the Immortals? Which have taken some losses here. I meant to fast forward, guys, because Russia is not committing to a fight here. They may be still mobilizing their entire army. Being given the chance. Although Russia is getting charged here. Hussars charging in, getting that charge, drawing them into some heavies. And now get that flank charge back in here. Let's see if these heavies... Oh, yeah, they're doing well. And now the Lancers are going to run away here. As some Chasseurs Cheval are charging in as well. Although watch out, because if France advances too much, they are drawn into a trap, and then these basically hornet's nest being stirred up, they're going to charge in and get that flank off. They're going to use the road. Although the heavies may actually turn and face, but oh, that charge bonus may cause France to break once again. Yeah, that Chasseur Cheval broke. These heavies are just taking loss after loss. We may have a general or more dragoons pushing up here. And the countercharge, the constant back and forth of the cavalry. Cav play is a complicated business. But see, now more Cossacks rushing over. So if France goes a little too close, tons more Cossacks will just keep swarming them. They'll get in that flank. Oh, it looks like they're going to push a lot of Cav out. And these dragoons are not going to pursue. I meant to fast forward here because this is just a very slow moving battle. Let's try fast forwarding and see what happens here. A lot of Cav trying to get out of this area, maybe get in the tree line for some shelter just because of that house. Wait, hold that thought. Someone probably got hit by a artillery. Yep. Someone's general was slain. Who was it? Oh no, that is so unfortunate. That's the thing with artillery, you gotta worry about. You gotta really worry about that. Alright, now it's time to fast forward here because, like I said, nothing's really happening. More French troops actually shifting back this direction. I'm not sure if they see the Russian line of tree. Now, keep in mind, guys, I know this may be boring right now, but things will all of a sudden launch off, and LOCs need to be taken by the Russians. I mean, a 4-pointer, but then there's a 1-pointer being held, and technically, I mean, France could have pushed up and taken this 1-pointer, but it's too late now. So that's 4 or 5 points, I do believe, versus 4 or 5. Although, no, it's 6 points. Russia technically will have 6 points. Let's fast forward here. Let's see what keeps happening here. Looks like we may have some cavalry getting boxed in. Oh, they're going to charge. Oh, no, they're taking out some Chasseur. Oh, that's so unfortunate. They're just going to make sure those guys never come back. Oh, man, 15 men remaining. I don't know why you would send a non-squarable out when there's Cossacks everywhere. But, yeah, it looks like France is actually shifted over. I think they realize they need to take one more point in order to actually have the LOC advantage. So they're going to form up this direction using this road. They're going to shift their cab over once more. There's about 35 minutes remaining in this replay. And still nothing really has happened except for just a lot of artillery kills. Howitzers, obviously, there's obviously some Cossacks scouting because they are, you know, definitely pushing up. They're shifting the artillery fire over to this side. I would like to see if France is going to advance down here and take this 1-pointer and hold this tree line and have their whole line basically stretched along this entire side here. Maybe use the fence right here and this crossroads to hold the line. They have more infantry pushing down this road. I think they're going to see if there's any Russian line infantry. Keeping in mind, we have not seen a whole lot of Russian line infantry besides the guard. So we don't know where they're at. We do have some cavalry that's going to get pushed out. Looks like France is starting this attack. Maybe they're going to push this 4-pointer. There's definitely, I guarantee you, a Russian army or two sitting right there just waiting. Oh, hold on. Hold that thought. I'm so sorry, guys. 6-point Tyrol Dragoons charging out with some more Dragoons. They have broken some of the Cossacks, but man, they are losing fast. They're dropping like flies here. We did some line infantry pushing up here. But France is making a general movement. They have decided that now is the time to attack. We do have some Dragoons maybe going to try to deal with those Cossacks. We have more fighting happening here. Some Lancers versus Lancers. I would have kept them in the fight because they're breaking now. But, yeah. France is going to attack here, maybe take some LOCs and holds. Maybe they wanted to wait for 30 minutes in so that Russia was not, you know, able to do a whole lot here. But we got some general movement, ladies and gentlemen. There's a Russian general here, which I guarantee you means there are some Russian troops, and pretty soon this has been opened. There's the doors broken down. That means someone is in there. And pretty soon you'll start seeing, well, maybe some windows broken out. But in the meantime, those Cossacks still hovering here on the side. Oh, those Carabiniers. Interesting. Okay, so they have heavies now. I mean, might as well use them for something, right? So they shifted some troops over here just in case the 4-pointer gets taken by the Russian army. Yep. So Russia does have this LOC. Over here, we have the Russians gonna get in a defensive posture here. Their artillery set up and ready. I think this looks like Russian Guard artillery. But France is advancing. May take some losses here, but you know, maybe it's worth it. Look at this big. Imagine being ordered to go across. This is like a Civil War thing. Being ordered to go across an entire field where artillery is just hitting you. And now, if I was Russia, I'd be moving this artillery. Unless you have infantry right here and here, which I don't see any yet, I would move this artillery back. I'd actually shift it way over here so you can fire on the flank as they attack. That's the best way to use artillery. But here we go, the Russian line with artillery. We got some light infantry for Russia set up here, quite a lot of it. Some skirmishers and more Russian line infantry back here. So Russia has barely been touched by artillery, keep in mind. And they're pretty fresh. These guys have been marching for quite some time. Granted, they are fresh, don't get me wrong. But they, you know, we're talking about, in reality, they would probably be a little tired from marching back and forth, especially the attrition of being constantly fired at. I'm surprised this Russian artillery has not fallen back yet. They should have retreated as soon as they saw the French advancing. I mean, some of these guys are really getting hit hard. They're redlining a little bit here. I don't see the Russian army even pushing out. They may be really determined on staying right by this LOC, using this wall and holding where the poor UK dead was. Here's our first look at some of the Russians. And his artillery's dead. Don't be afraid to limber him up a little early. It's better than trying to get some kills. Yeah, the Russian Guard is now pushing up here. France is falling back. I don't think they liked those odds one bit with the artillery support. So they're going to fall back and hope that this French attack, maybe going for the 4-pointer, works well. These guys can't form square. And, oh, they're going to get a volley off. What a volley they gave those Cossacks. Breaking them. Beautifully done by the French, repelling them, not even needing to form some squares. Russia is falling back. I don't think that Russia actually, maybe they did, maybe they didn't, but I don't think they were prepared for France to make an attack. Maybe they thought France was going to stay in this circle of life. But you can see one, I think, what is this, two? Yeah, two French armies still on this side. They're going to probably want to defend this 6-pointer. This 4-pointer, sorry. Not 6-pointer, 4-pointer. They're probably just going to stay here, and if Russia tries marching across to here, they will just march down this road and intercept them. They don't need to take this 1-pointer, and if anything, they have now made the Russians think they're about to get attacked. Maybe. Maybe. Either way, Russia probably is not going to attack there unless it's really desperate. This attack's the only thing that needs to succeed, and then Russia will have to be on the offensive to take at least one of the 4-pointers, because they need at least one of them plus some 1-pointers to win. Well, here we go. The scouting is beginning. We have some Lancers scouting here. Then maybe we're going to go for artillery. We have some Russian Dragoons sitting and posing, waiting for them. I love the Russian Dragoons. I love how they look. But they're going to actually charge out here. Oh, there's no Russian infantry here. Wow. The Guard is shifting over, but where's all the Russian? I mean, I get it. There's probably one Cossack. There's basically one Russian faction that's just all the Cossacks, I imagine. And there's probably one Guard, and there's one Russian over here. So where's the other one? Is he back here? Yeah, there's one over here. I'm surprised. He should start marching down this angle if he isn't already. But they are not prepared for France's attack. It looks like it is very obvious. There's some firing over here. Oh, Russia has some Guard ambushing. What an ambush that was. Look, they were totally unprepared for this attack here. And now the bayonet charge going in. France got totally surprise attacked. Oh, wow. What a ambush they gave them. And there's cavalry as well, some heavies France was drawn into a trap, maybe. They may have enough units, but now Russia is closing this trap here. They have units coming out of the trees, out of this woodwork on both sides. So they're attacking on a three-pronged attack. That's the first time I've actually seen a true ambush here. We do have a square that was formed for the Cavaliers, and now Russian heavies, maybe some Novograd, I don't know exactly, going in. These guys should have formed square, but I don't think they could. Now we have cavalry trying to save this flank. A general in trouble maybe, so they're gonna fall back here. Oh man, they need to get some units up. They're gonna hit this ambush on the side, and all hell is breaking loose all at once here. You can see Russia is just bayonet charging and breaking quite a lot of France. These Cavaliers getting flanked by the heavies. They need to charge in some cavalry right now and hit those heavies in the rear, as this is turning into a cluster of just death for France. That had to be one of the best executed ambushes I have ever seen. I know I just said that, but whew. France getting charged by some cavalry, more infantry breaking. The guard had some infantry break, but they still have some holding by this hill, or wall I should say, getting some shots off on the French. All right, let's zoom out and see what's happening here, guys. So, ooh, excuse me. All right, I'm okay. So Russia had that surprise attack. They broke quite a lot of France, and now they're falling back. France is advancing with the reserves they had, shifting over to watch this flank. That was awesome. That was very awesome. Now Russia still is outnumbered here, but they have some good quality line infantry as well as some good cav here. They are set up to fight for this. We do have a lot of cavalry hovering on the flank, which is going to cause the dragoons and line infantry. Oh, we have 6-point Tyrol coming out of the tree line to help watch this flank. Over here, I don't know if Russia's advancing or not, but it looks like, once again, infantry and cavalry shifting down this road. I think this is where France is going to focus here now. But France has now secured that flank. A disastrous ambush has been averted here. These Cossacks. Not sure what they're doing here. But France is going in for it. It looks like they're going to go in and bayonet charge some guard units with some of their trilliers, sending some grenadiers as well. So a bunch of the Imperial Guard is marching in. They're going to probably try to go with this LOC still. Try to secure that flank. That artillery is going to be a pain. Having secured this flank, they are now going to advance down here. Russia is falling back. They don't have a lot of troops here. They are a little outnumbered. Holding that line, though. Oh, we have cavalry charging, possibly. Yep, we have some Cossacks trying to smack this whole line. The Cossacks are too small of a unit. They're too light to actually make an indent on that many units. But Russia is holding as best they can. No one can hit this artillery. I mean, they can't destroy this building, or else it falls to Russia automatically. So no more artillery can hit it. But France is still charging in here. We have Russian Guard gonna get received by some trilliers here. Oof. They're going pretty deep into the French line here. Tyrol is now going to secure this French flank as they continue to push. They are pushing across the road. They need to get on this fence. They have artillery pushing up as well. They received and repelled that Russian charge. Their trilliers much hurt. Probably going to form up here. Look at this tree. Get in the shade and keep fighting. Man, a lot of French dead actually here though. We got the Grenadiers still trying to go in for this house. Russia is not about to let that happen here. They have their line set up though as well on this flank. Everything is centered around this house holding for Russia. I wouldn't be surprised if Russia's going to push their infantry over here, try hitting that flank at this point. Oh, did they take it? Or did Russia send in more infantry? This guard's still going. Let's take a peek here. Yep, Russia went into the house with some of the guard units here, but they are getting beaten back quite effectively by France, and they took it. That is the biggest victory so far for France. Now, they're still leaving some troops here. I'd just move the whole army over here to this 4-pointer. Just hold both 4-pointers as best you can. The rest of the reserves for 9-point France, Italy, still having some Cossacks hovering on them. But yeah, doing well. There's 21 minutes remaining here. We have some heavy cav getting charged by some lancers. Not going to go too well. And yeah, once France made their move, I think it went obviously very effectively here. Russia is still trying to retake this house, but this is some really good quality grenadiers, I'm telling you. They should do well. Yeah, and the garrison, this other 1-pointer, you know, just making sure they have what they need here. But yeah, I love how fast that battle just went up. Yep, you can see the reserves are pushing up, so Russia is going to be pushing all of their reinforcements into taking this 4-pointer back. And you can see they are shifting over everything they've got. France has locked down this side, so no flank from that side. This is where all of the fighting is going to happen. The focus point here, guys, is right in this LOC where, man, Russia has units in this house, so they are still fighting for it. And they actually are about to lose it. They have some grenadiers, though, still in here. What are they doing? Where are the grenadiers? There they are.
This building has fallen to the enemy.
Oh no, they took it. Alright, so maybe it's time for some more grenadiers here to advance and take the house. Yep, here we go. The Russians are going to be charged once more, so this is probably just going to be who has the most grenadiers to take it. We have more reinforcements from Trilliers. Do we have more grenadiers? Yes, we do. Cavalry charging in and line infantry. So like I said, guys, a desperate fight for this house. This 4-pointer is the focus point of everybody. I guarantee you the amount of troops that are going to be exhausted on this one house is going to be massive. General's probably trying to inspire. France should try swinging around here, which they are. And try cutting off any reinforcements to the LOC. If they can flank around here and sandwich this whole Russian army, they will force them away from the LOC. And then they will for sure have it. But they have to actually force them away here. And right now, they are not able to do that. And oh no, they broke. That is unfortunate. They took some heavy losses too. More grenadiers, maybe? No, we have cavalry fighting the Russian... So we have Dragoons of Russia versus Dragoons of France. Man, look at that. Look at this fight for this LOC. Russians firing in the background. They have a whole line sitting here. France's morale is really starting to cave here. They need to get some effective flanks going. These guys are doing exactly that. With Russia committing so much, even their heavies going in here, they're committing so much to this LOC that they may throw away troops faster than France is. Now, France is trying to hold this line, but you can see Tyrol is having some hiccups here. Their lines are really having trouble against the Russians, who are now advancing in force here. And so he's going to start falling back a little bit. No, he's not. Yeah, he is. The artillery really is what's hurting this Russian or French line. And oh man, they're gonna start caving. They don't need to extend out this far, I'd say, but oh, look at that. The mass rout may start for Tyrol. Oh my gosh, yet another charge here. We got heavies of France, heavies of Russia, all going into one big mosh pit, where order has been basically thrown away.
The men are fatigued.
Units shooting, units just in melee constantly. Russia is getting flanked here on the side. Yeah, they're going to start swinging around. Ooh, they get in this wall and just fire into the backs of Russia. but they are running out of troops here. They're pushing up the reserves, but they are definitely running out of troops in this one area around the house. I mean, they only have a couple units of sappers and some heavy cav. I mean, 6-point tie roll just broke. Oh, this is so close. Russia is having
Our men are running, sir.
a definite heavy mass rout on France's side. We do have some grenadiers line holding a square. Looks like they're being attacked on almost every side here. And they get rid of that stinking Russian artillery. Oh, look at this flag. The banner. Oh, no. The French banner is down. But this flank is going good. Constantly rotating around the LOC, trying to get that perfect angle. The reinforcements of France arriving here. We have some line infantry. And that's all they have. As Russia starts pouring out here, maybe trying to smash through the French center. We have some cavalry and line infantry as well from Russia pushing up. Maybe it's time for this one French army to try advancing on this 1-pointer again. You know, that may be time. I don't know. Maybe Russia didn't shift over, but this seems like a lot of Russia focused on this 4-pointer here. And the Cossack. Oh wait, is this Cavalry? This looks like Cavalry, so it's not even Cossacks. Some better quality Russian cavalry here. This is getting pretty desperate for France. They look like they're taking the LOC. They do have that flank, which is beautiful. They're going to need it. Russia still trying to hold as just some regular Bavarian line infantry, maybe. No, they're not Bavarians. Some regular line infantry going in. We may have some guard troops. Going to go for the Russian guard. Russia's probably exhausted, though. Here we go, though. Here's that flank from France, and they are actually retreating back here. They're going to set up their artillery 6-pounder to defend this position they are falling back to. But I would say right now, it looks like they have a decent attack going on here. Yeah, I would have told 6-point Tyrell to go and attack this 1-pointer. Because then, if you lose this 4-pointer for whatever reason, you still have 1, 2, you know, you have 4, 5, 6, 7. No, it's 4, 5, 6 points, and they will only have 5 points. So we have some Russian troops coming in behind. Fusilier Grenadiers gonna start pouring a volley into them, try to defend the rear of this attack. Except we have the Guard Fusiliers. France is pushing up here, and some Dragoons are going to try to stop them, but this is a lot of French infantry marching in the back of this Russian army. We have some more reserves pushing up. And this artillery is set up to be defensive, but France is pretty depleted, it looks like here. Some Carabiniers trying to push around the flank, maybe get a cheeky charge off here. As Russia advances, trying to push France once more away. Being honest though here, guys, this looks pretty bad for Russia right now. France is just hitting a pretty good flank here. I think they have hit their stride. Oh, look at this artillery trying to run away from this line infantry. Look at this. They're like, run away! Meanwhile, the Guard is trying to push. I think these Grenadiers maybe try to push them into a bayonet charge. I'm not sure. No squares in this line. Oh, they have squares. Why not put the square on this right side? Oh, this artillery's dead. They're about to get sandwiched between the Russians. France is actually getting a good flank here with the 9-point Italy. So they are going to force the Russians back. They are going to try to outshoot, outflank, and outkill the Russians in this 4-pointer. Make it count, basically. And say goodbye to the artillery. Beautiful charge. Gonna maybe rout this guard with the Grenadiers, although, oh no. Can they hold in time? As these Hussars are gonna come up and try to get a flank, I guarantee it. Pick that banner up. You don't let that French banner fall. There we go. He's picking himself up, and here goes that flank. That's line infantry gonna try to help, maybe. I don't know if they're gonna get there in time. France is breaking there. France is actually not getting the best flank here either. Russia still has its LOC. And Russia is actually pushing up here to defend the 4-pointer while the reinforcements that are now marching forward, and another French general has been killed. So France has 2 generals killed already. We have a Russian general here. What is he doing? Oh, nice. They got a charge off with some hussars against the dragoons of Russia. And now they honestly could probably take out these skirmishers. France still needs to focus on this house. I mean... Oh, man, this fight, guys. I can't call it. I really can't. Some people say if it's red, that means they've won, and blue means you've lost. But, you know, for draws, where there's technically not a winner or a loser by the game's rules, then, you know, who's red and who's blue? You know? So you can't really say that one's red means one and blue means another. But this whole French army seems to be in danger of being totally surrounded and killed. We have some Fusilier Grenadiers going into the LOC here. Once more into the breach, I guess you would say. Okay, here we go. So France, all these units are from way over here, running past more 6-point die roll. Let's see if there's any Russians left here. There's some artillery left. Maybe they can attack and take this 1-pointer, and they don't have to take the 4-pointer. Because things are not working out for them in this 4-pointer. You can see already the map. Oh, wow. There's some reinforcements, but their morale is in danger of just a mass rout here. But they do have reinforcements pushing up here. Some actual squarables, some Fusilier Grenadiers that came back. Happy to see them joining the fight once more. Yeah, they're going to probably try to reform here, and they're going to form up here as well. We have more French charging in. Oh, we have some combat gen. Looks like Old Guard. Gonna try to take out some Russian line infantry. And they broke one of them. Russia is losing troops as well, so this battle is not one-sided here. France, maybe he's gonna rest up his very tired men, and then once more into the breach. See, Russia is now counter-charging, but more Guard pushing up here, so France is sending in the Old Guard. Or just Grenadiers, you know. Oh, did they take it? They have officially taken it. They have troops in there, and these units, I should say, are going to do very well. Now France can start attacking here because Russia is going to have to just struggle to take this LOC. This artillery is going to start really trying to cave in this Russian line. We have skirmishers. Oh, here we go. The skirmishers trying to turn around and get a shot off on these dragoons. Not going to happen. And oh, look at that shock. They rode right through them. Talk about being historically accurate. Reinforcements also showing up here as well. And here we go. We got some Cossacks maybe trying to take out this artillery piece. Are they going to be able to? Maybe. And that's not Cossacks. Sorry, that's Cavalry. But either way, Russia looks like they're actually in danger now. As France has a good angle. And this fight still raging, guys. I don't think it stopped since they first initially attacked. This house is going to need to be it's totaled. The house is totaled. Let's be honest here. They gotta watch out that they don't destroy this house while the French are in it, or else it's easily their point. Alright, let's follow up here where Russia has been bamboozled a little bit. They only have a couple units here defending, and you can see they are actually losing a little bit here. France is trying to flank here. I don't know. Maybe Russia will hold. They have some light infantry in the woods. 3 of them, and they're definitely winning in this fight against France. But I think France is actually going to take this now. Russia is just... They don't... Oh my god. Okay, well... Who broke it? Who broke the LOC? That's the question.
The men are fatigued, sir, and must rest away.
I think that's a French point now. France took that point, and they held it, and it got blown up. Oh, there's the artillery. If they're loading, then Maybe it was them. Yeah, they're loading. I think it was the Russians that destroyed it. Quite honestly. But either way, France has taken, I believe, this 4-pointer, which means 8 points. They're about to take this 1-pointer, so it wouldn't even matter if they didn't take it. If they take this one, they don't even need the 4-pointer to win. They have enough points. And it looks like they're securing it. They're bayonet charging, so this battle's starting to calm down now. Russia is just... Yeah, they took it. Alright, so we don't even have to worry about who has the 4-pointer over there. France has this. So they will win by LOC unless Russia can, in the next 6 minutes, take out this LOC. They only have a couple units here. And man, they're getting flanked by France. Well played on both sides though, the Grognards and the Templars. That was a good game. Very intense and fiercely fought. I'm just gonna fast forward here so we can see. Russia's just gonna have a last stand here, and that is it for them. Artillery crew is now getting attacked. I think there's, yeah, 1 guard unit left. And this should be the end. I don't know if Russia is gonna try to go and get this 1-pointer. I'd be curious, you know, if they could take that 1-pointer or the other 4-pointer in time. There's a lot of 9-point France, Italy over here. And yeah, they've taken this. And do they have this one? They're going to march back and try to take it to ensure that they, you know, have LOC
We have killed
victory.
their general, sir. Now they must break.
I will say, guys, France lost 2 generals, and they still held it together. That's impressive. I mean, that's something I still struggle with, and I've been playing for a year and a half almost now. So props to both sides. I mean, Russia got some good kills on the general. I think we have a 1-pointer here being held by Russia. Maybe they will have the LOC and, you know, let this battle be over. Or, I mean, let the timer run out because a minute left. But yeah, I think
this building has fallen to the enemy.
Obvious worst part, or the part that was the most challenging, was France right here. Making a decision, honestly. Making the decision to what are we going to do now? We're surrounded. That push out to this 4-pointer was probably the best call. I loved the ambush that Russia gave them. That was beautiful. All right, so as you can see, yeah, here's the Russian and French stats here. The kills, I mean, 6-point tie rolls seem to be, they were way more over here, so they didn't get as many kills. They were kind of a support. They came in the last minute. Man, 900. These probably were the 2 that were taking the 4-pointer with, obviously, this one as well. You can see France, Valentin, he took the most losses. You can see over here, 9, 12, 5, and 4. So most kills being got by the 11-pointer. And most kills on the side was the 10-pointer France. So a win for the Templars. I'm definitely going to find more of these tournament games. I may not be able to do them in order, but, you know, we cover some of the cool ones, the awesome close ones. And like I said, I'll try to do the next tournament, maybe do every single one. I'll just have to ask for every replay to be sent to me in order. Or just, you know, if they post them, I'll just put them in a folder myself. But anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed this battle as much as I did, because, man, I really enjoyed this. It was a close one. Edge of my seat. So, that's about it for me today, guys. Thank you so much for joining me. You have a great rest of your day. Stay safe, and I will catch you all in another video.